I told myself I wasn't going to vote at the next general election because no party out there represents me, my ideals, and what I want for the country. I want lower taxes. I want less government interference in people's lives. I want free speech. I want a free market capitalist society. I don't think we should be involved in the Ukraine conflict. I believe devolution hasn't worked, so bring Ulster, Welsh and Scottish politics back under Westminster control. And I want every migrant who crossed the Channel illegally and are currently enjoying 5-star treatment in hotels and elsewhere to be chucked back over the Channel to France. And I want a tighter curb on immigration. So, no mainstream political party wants any of that. There are no conservatives in government. They are consocialists implementing destructive socialist policies. And I did say a few videos ago that I was on the fence when it came to the Reform Party, because Richard Tice basically wasn't a Nigel Farage, even though I am still on the fence with Nigel Farage. Because after threatening the Tories with a Reform Party comeback, Nigel Farage then walked away yet again. However, saying that, I think Richard Tice has sold me. Because at a recent New Year's press conference in London, he said that he was on a mission to ensure the Conservatives never have a majority government again, and that Britain had been broken by 12 years of Tory rule. Now, who the hell can disagree with that? And he also said that the party offered bold, brave solutions. Well, they are solutions. They're not my solutions, but they're pretty close. So instead of throwing my vote away, I'm going to vote for the Reform Party. There's no other option, in my view, for me. Now, currently, the Reform Party are polling at about 7%, putting it neck and neck with the Greens and the Lib Dems. Now, the way the Tories are going at the moment, and Rishi Sunak doing whatever the hell he thinks he's doing, if there was a general election tomorrow, Labour would win. Labour are currently polling higher than the Tories, and I think they'd win a majority in an election as well, which would give them the mandate to do whatever the hell they wanted, which is very worrying considering the extreme left-wing policies that Labour would implement. So imagine a Britain upside down, going to hell in a handcart fast. Then that would be the Labour government under Keir Starmer. So the only thing to do is to promote the hell out of the Reform Party, and I'm happy to do that. Of course, I don't think they would win the next general election, but we need as many people voting for them as possible. And who knows, they could potentially become the official government opposition. And even though he's no extrovert like Nigel Farage, Richard Tice is passionate about his policies and what he believes in. He's probably what you'd call an old-school conservative. Now, remember, this is, so far, a free and democratic society. You don't have to vote. That's the beauty of it. In some socialist hellholes, you have to vote, and you had better vote for the right party or the right dictator. Remember, people in this country, men, women, they all went to war and gave their lives. So you have the option to vote, and the option to vote for whoever the hell you like. And if they're not doing a good job, you can simply vote them out a few years later. But in this instance, I think not voting is literally throwing your vote away. If you're not sure, vote Reform. If you don't want to vote, make yourself vote and vote Reform. The more votes that party gets, the better. And you can argue that voting for Reform means throwing your vote away, leading to a Labour government. So what if that happens? I think the aim here is to completely replace the Conservative Party with the Reform Party. Get the Reform as the opposition. Let Labour do what they do best, and that is completely bring the country to its knees. And the current Labour front bench would be a one-term government. Because having Keir Starmer and Angela Rayner governing the country with their policies, it would be the shits. And the public simply would not stomach them any further. And with Reform as the opposition, rather than the Conservatives, and the wheel is broken then, No more Labour Conservative governments, but a different patriotic British party that puts British people first can have their chance. Of course, the chances of reform being voted into office at the next general election is really low. But the chances of them replacing this dire globalist Conservative Party is quite high, and that's what we're after. Because, folks, things in this country are getting worse, and the mainstream parties are doing absolutely nothing about it. And it doesn't help when we have thousands of illegal migrants crossing the channel on a daily basis, putting pressure on our social services. So there we go. That's my video. Hope you like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until the next time, Roger Trout.